Yeah, I know what you're thinking. You can get a job in the Middle East simply by trying or by magic, through others, or by a fluke. Remember that competition is everywhere. Some here, some there, but bam! Loy Machedo is the best.
All right, in this video, I'm going to share with you why marriage today is becoming so hard. Why marriage is, like they say, marriage is not for everyone. Why marriage is started to become outdated or irrelevant, or it's really hard to find a marriage partner. Okay, why? I'll give you my thoughts. And actually, this topic came up because I had a conversation with one of my long-standing clients who I've known for, I think, she's been my client for 12, 15 years, whatever. Very successful, very beautiful Indian female who's earning career-wise, she's earning like literally, I think, $15,000-$20,000 per month. Has everything, has the career, this thing sorted out, has her money sorted out, has, social circles, she gets respect. She's living like more or less a perfect life. But the biggest problem that she's facing is she's in her 40s now, but she's not able to find a marriage partner. She is, and I'll tell you, she is beautiful. Huh? She is like a movie actress, and this topic is inspired by her. And I really sat down to think, why is it, not only in her case, there are so many other examples of men and women finding it so very hard to get a partner or to get married. Okay, so I'll give you my thoughts in this video. The only thing I'll ask you to excuse me is I woke up at around 4 in the morning, so I'm a little puffy right now, and my voice is a little, whatever. So I might sip an espresso in between, and in case I have a brain fart, so in case I forget a point and I say, oh, I forgot the point, just excuse me on this, okay? And please feel free to put your thoughts and comments down below if you agree, disagree. And I just hope this is like a video that will give you some insight and make you understand that this is seriously a problem. It's really becoming a problem, an issue in our society. And I don't think there is a solution, at least a viable one. Okay. Anyway, so let's start. First, a brief introduction. My name is Loy Machedo. I'm a personal branding strategist. I help people get well-paying jobs in Dubai, UAE, or the Middle East. And people book my services for coaching, consulting, when they have personal problems or professional challenges or relationship, whatever. Details are put down below. Okay. So when I was talking to this female, she was really, it was kind of a heavy conversation for her. I was just listening to what she had to say. And, the first thing that comes to my mind, the first biggest thing is, can you actually find a partner? Let's say you want to get married. Okay, you want to get married. You have decided, okay, this is my age to get married. I don't think I'm getting any younger. I want to take on the responsibility of having a partner, having a family. But here's the billion-dollar question. Can you find a partner? I mean, in a day and age where today we literally have apps for finding a marriage partner. We have, whether it's dating apps, Tinder, what is that, Bumble or Mumble or something like that. Then you have marriage.com, shadi.com, Bharat Matrimony, this is Indian sites. Then you have partners, find your partners. You have Facebook groups, okay? In fact, you have specific Facebook, like there was a Filipino group that was looking for love, in the bracket Australian, UK, American. They just want Western passport holders. They don't want Asians. There are even some Thai groups which are looking for Farangs. Farangs mean foreigners. They're not looking for Indians, India, Pakistan and Bangladesh. No, they're looking for, Western passport holders. And So there are so many of these groups. Okay, or forget those specific groups. You even have, looking for love or marriage. Or why is it when today at the palm of your hand you have your smart device, you can easily access, you just pay a little premium and get access to the whole world, you still can't find a partner? Why? Because, and the answer is obvious. The answer is obvious. Today every person has unlimited choices, unlimited options, where it's becoming like a kind of analysis paralysis. Like when you have so many choices, you get paralyzed and you don't know what to choose. You want the best of the best of the best. Like, for example, if let's say, um, olden days, you just had a village, you never moved out of the village. And within the village only, you had to meet people, know people. You couldn't see outside the village. So obviously, your choices are limited to maybe these three girls are there. And out of these three girls, I will choose one. Maybe these five boys are there, marriageable age. If we don't take one among the five or the best one among the five, we'll not get another option. Oh, he's already taken. Now we have four. So when you have lesser choice, you know that, oh, I better grab what I have present here. But then now just imagine if the choice expands. Now you have, instead of one village, you have two villages. You have 10. Oh, I have a better selection now. Okay, we can still wait. No need to hurry. Okay, those five boys in our village are taken. They're not up to the. And now what has happened is it's not two villages, it's not two communities. It's like 10, and you can literally travel from one to another. These five boys, no problem. This other village, no problem. We'll go to the third village. We'll go to the third community. So I'm just giving you an example. So, in the same way, when you have the whole world and you can choose anyone and everyone, don't you want the best? So, when you want the best, don't you think the other person wants the best? So, everyone wants the best. Nobody wants average. Nobody wants normal. Nobody wants simple. They want the best deal in town. So even if they have a partner, and this is a fact, even though they have a partner, they're still searching for another partner. This, I'm telling you from my experience of being like a coach, a guide, and people have spoken to me where they are actually in love. They claim to be in love, or they are talking about marriage with this partner. At the same time, like until the day of the marriage, they're literally searching for other partners. They want to make sure that all the other options are exhausted, and not only them. It's a father, it's a mother, it can be the relatives. It's unbelievable, huh? So that's the first one. Okay, so why can't you find is because of this, and then you have the next problem, that is today's day and age, the mentality is totally different. Where once upon a time, it was like, for example, if a father had a daughter and she didn't get married by a particular age, then it would be a taboo in society, especially in Indian culture. Oh, when will she get married? And the villagers, everyone would talk about it, and the people. So that pressure would be there, and also the father and mother would genuinely care. If she doesn't get married, she'll not have anyone. And given the fact that you couldn't work outside, you had to work within the village or within the community, there were very limited options where to work, how much a girl can work. Okay, so there was that pressure. If she gets married to a good man, to a good family, he will take care of her, he will provide for her, he will be with her. But if she's too old, nobody will want to get married to her, her options will run out. So that was the thinking those days. Today, however, uh, the females are empowered, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing, but with that comes new set of challenges. So when a female is empowered, she has money, she has the option to travel anywhere in the world, she has the ability to move away from the family and do whatever she wants. So, and even that itself, having the freedom to do whatever, just you know what I'm talking about. if the mother and father are not looking, nobody's watching, and nobody knows you, don't you think you'd want to satisfy your deepest, darkest desires? Like, even the females that I know, when they are with their parents, okay, even guys for that matter, when they're with their parents or when they're with their, do you think they're going to openly watch porn? No. Do you think they're going to have their girlfriend or boyfriend and publicly, just go and smooch each other on the streets, on the road, and do kinky stuff and get drunk and all that? No, because they not only care about what society has to say, they are very particular not to hurt their parents. But once they travel and they go to a place where nobody knows them, they can do whatever they want. I've given examples of girls who literally have gone to a foreign country to work, okay? But there they have, because they've seen other girls are having affairs with guys and no strings attached relationships, one night stands, or you can have, even it's a trend to have sugar daddies, or this guy is rich, he'll pay for you. You just have to keep him happy, give him company, just have a little bit of sex here and there. She'll think, oh, just a smooch and this and that, and I can get this. I have given that example of that female from Delhi who moved to Dubai, and from being part of a simple traditional family, she today travels the world because she is busy humping, or a boss is humping her, and a boss has a wife, he has a family. Okay, he is a European, and he's old enough to be like almost her father. But it's a very understanding relationship. He takes her around wherever he travels, and he gives her money. She keeps him happy. He keeps her happy. So why should this female get married? Her parents don't know what she's doing. Their parents think that she's very ambitious. She's enterprising. So do you think a female like this would want to get married when she can enjoy life, when she can have easy money, when she can travel the world? Who wants to get married and stay in a house, cook food for one guy and earn money and give him the salary, and they'll have to pay their bills? Well, here she has a guy who is far beyond her pay grade and throwing money at her. She is living the life of her dreams. She's literally traveling every 3 months in five-star hotels, and because he has a lot of contacts, connections, he gets a free tickets and discounted stays and all that. So why should someone want to get married if that is the case? So even with this female, who's my client, I mean, she travels vacation to exotic places, and she meets the creme de la creme. She meets debonair men. She meets very successful people. You seriously think that, I've told her this, you seriously think she wants a simple, average, homely guy? When she has seen CEOs, directors, movie stars, bodybuilders, MMA fighters, and she has gone to United States and met geniuses. And you seriously think she wants to marry a simple Indian guy? Come on, man. Then on top of that, we are living in a day and age where once again, it's getting a bit too cool. We're living in a day and age where today, my WhatsApp group members, they know this. I always check my phone. Okay. Like even now, I don't think I can show you. When I open my Instagram or open my Facebook feed, I don't know why, or I don't know how, I am being recommended content where females, I'm not exaggerating when I tell you this, my Facebook members know, my WhatsApp group, they are literally showing females who are wearing, girls wear panties, okay? A proper underwear that covers their private part. But this is like a thread. This is literally like, I'll give you an example. This is a cloth. I know this sounds ridiculous. This is a cloth. If it is covering, fine. You can't see my hand. But if you were to pull it like a thin string, and I have my hand here, you can see my hand, right? So just imagine this hand was the private part of a female. Instead of being covered, now you pulled it like a string. So it's only the hole that is covered. Rest everything is shown. If you have a see-through dress, water is coming and you can see everything. It's become like soft porn. This Instagram, Facebook, this social media, even TikTok, girls and what is that? It seems in Twitch. I'm not on Twitch, but it seems bathtub girls. They're playing video games in a bathtub. I don't understand. Like, can you imagine just if the laptop or the electronic device fell in the bathtub, you'll get electrocuted to death. I don't know how they do it or why they do it. There are streamers, I've seen this on YouTube, where these girls are wearing the skimpiest bloody outfit. Skimpy. And they're playing games, and they're showing. And the amount of guys who are so-called fans, and they're paying money to, like they're saying, support the channel. And she's like, sweetie, I love you. Yeah. When you have a culture like that, and today's media talks so highly about female empowerment. Oh, female, feminine, what? Women are equal to men. So, what is the achievement? She's earning 500,000, 1 million. How? OnlyFans. Wow, she's so brave. Wow, she is. Even this example I gave in my previous video, where a female openly came out and in Australia, and she said, "I slept with 300 men in this 1 year. I feel so empowered. Wow." I'm getting, see the word selection, huh? I'm getting to experience sexuality. I'm getting to experience life. What life? What? This is the problem with the Western template that has come, where once upon a time, we lived in a society where if a girl were to talk to a guy, the whole society would be staring and looking, like people are, she's actually talking to a guy. And they would gossip, where a female's dignity, decency, like I'm not trying to make it sound like an Islamic culture where you have to literally cover yourself, but there was a certain, I think, for lack of a right word, there's certain value that this female, she is selective as to who she talks to. She is very reserved. She covers herself and she has kept her body, which is the greatest gift a female can give a guy. She has kept it protected and she has saved it for one person. Today, it's literally become open for anyone and everyone. And if you are willing to throw some money, you can get to see everything else. So when you live in a day and age like this, where it is considered modern, in fact, you'll see so many children who are dancing, singing, moving, gyrating, and all that on uh, Instagram, TikTok for views. And when you when they are exposed to attention, social currency of likes and popularity and fame, do you seriously think that their mind is, I need to take on the responsibility of marriage, be only for one guy, not for the public, have family values, have a child, sacrifice? And do you think they're looking at the serious stuff? No, they're looking at travel, they're looking at money, they're looking at fame, they're looking at career, they're looking at success. So with all this temptation, things have changed, man. It's a different day and age. And today, even parents take a lot of pride. Oh, my daughter, she has 10,000 followers on her social media. Oh, brands have been approaching her. Oh, she's making so much. She's so smart, man. She knows how to talk on social media. And so it has shifted. And then obviously, point number 4 is the social media and internet. This has given rise to so many options that the last thing people think about is settling down. You have the brainwashing that is done. For example, just have a look at what the celebrities wear at red carpet events. Just Google search what the celebrities are wearing. They will look amazing with sexy clothes or good looking clothes, and then to get attention and to get the media talking, they will almost, like in the Western media, they'll almost be naked. The females are covering everything. Like there was this female who, she's not wearing anything at the top. She's just put a sticker to cover her nipple. That's her. There was another female who you could see through everything. Just her private part was, and it's not just the females. The guys, the way they are dressing up, it's like And then you get, wow, oh, there is no more like, you know, like for example, if you go for a bow tie event, a black suit event, okay, it's not like that. It's the more skin you show, the more wow it is, the more money you have. Like it's it is considered so powerful or so desirable when a man has two, three females with, like, we have the social media, this thing of Dan Bilzerian and all that. That lifestyle, like Andrew Tate, the more, the cigar in the mouth, the private jet, the girls that he's humping, and proudly when people talk about it, don't you think people's minds are influenced and they think different? They don't think like before. So when you have the guys who are brainwashed to think the more females I can hump, the more cool, the more alpha male I am. And when you have the females who, oh, they are empowered, they have money and they have attention, social media, what can I do? Do you seriously think it'll become easy to find a partner who's simple? Even in my wife's village, where they are farmers, rice farmers, they literally have not gone out of the village. A village, huh? It's Ubon Rajdhani, my wife's village in Thailand. This is not even exaggeration. The girls, the small girls, 15-year-old, are asking my wife, I want to get a foreigner. I want to get, I want to go abroad. I want to have surgery. I want to, enhance my breasts and look white and have operation for my buttocks. 15-year-old girls, 13 to 15, and they talk to each other in school. From where did this information come from? Social media, from the internet, from one person sees and shares. And Instagram is the most dangerous, app for girls. They literally talk about this. And it's so bad that some of them even decide, like, they are actually planning, even from the age of 9, that they want to go to the, the posh capital like Bangkok. And they literally want to live a modern lifestyle where it's completely devoid of values, where open sex and working for cash, like even sex for cash, just to have a stepping stone to move towards your dreams. So when in a village as simple as this, they're talking of surgeries, they're talking of sugar daddies, they're talking of they even they're saying, the one parent spoke to my wife and said, if I want my daughter to have a financially well-off husband, even if he's old. Even by old, I mean you're talking of a girl who's literally like 16 to 17, 18, that age. Someone who's 60, 70. And what is the logic? Or if she marries him, she'll take care of him. And then, then maybe one day he'll die, but at least my daughter will have a house and she'll have money. And the way they talk is as if this is something like you have earned, like merit. And it's not limited to only some Thai females. It is today, it has spread to Philippines, it has spread to Vietnam, it has spread to even Indian girls are talking about it. I get so many Indian boys and girls who are talking to me about it. So internet has changed, social media has changed our perception of what love is, what relationships are, what is important. And then, which comes down to, even if a person wants to get married, okay, let's say genuinely wants to get married, the expectations are totally unrealistic. I sometimes used to make the joke that, okay, they are looking for females are looking for the character of Christ, the wallet of Bill Gates, the looks of Chris Hemsworth, and the dynamic personality of Elon Musk. That's the average guy they're looking for. Even though it's more like an exaggerated statement, don't you think that today men and women, they want that kind of standard? Like, just imagine a girl or a guy is earning, let's say, $10,000 or $20,000 per month. Like this female, she's earning $20,000. You seriously think she wants someone who's earning $3,000? An average guy, $5,000. She's earning 20. Does she want someone with low salary? Absolutely no. She keeps herself physically in shape. She literally has her own training coach or whatever. Okay, personal trainer. Do you think she wants a normal guy with a pot belly and no? She travels the world. Don't you think she wants a guy who has traveled the world? She is moving towards becoming a CEO of a company. Do you think she wants someone who is an executive? So, as people are going higher and higher and better, they are looking for higher and better. In fact, I know one guy, he is also my client. I can't give you specifics. The guy, when he was, working as a sales executive, okay, sorry, not sales, he was an executive, not sales. He was getting around $1,500, $2,000, not a high income. He took my services. And that time when we spoke, he wanted a simple girl who was earning more or less the same. After he took my services, we worked on his, different areas of his life. And today he's earning like almost double. It has taken time. It has taken time. It's not like within a month. No, it took him around 3-4 years. Today he's earning, I think, around $3,000, which is double than what he's getting. And his lifestyle has changed. And he's targeting now even more than that. He's aiming at 5, which is a healthy progression. But his expectations, his wants, his demands have also increased. And I pay attention to all these small little nuances. Before, he wanted a simple girl, okay? But when he moved to the double the salary, he wanted a educated girl, he wanted a smart girl. And today, when he's moving to that 5,000 bracket, he's actually looking for a girl who is staying abroad and living. I mean, his expectations have also increased. And I brought it up and I told him, see, listen, he said, Loy, I'm dating girls like this. I'm meeting girls like this. So why not? So what do I tell him? You want me to convince him lower your expectations? He would, if I tell him lower your expectations, he'll say, Loy, you tell me aim for the best. Always aim for the best. And when you ask for the best, you get it. So why should I and the phrase you'll use is lower my standards. So what do you say? Then, so they want the best, they have unrealistic expectations, and I think the worst part is there is no need to hurry. That is what people will tell you. Hey, listen, man, there's no need to hurry. We can take our time. We have all the time in the world. Okay. Then I think the next point is the biggest question of them all is, why do you want to get married? So people will generally say, I've reached that point in my life. Like, for example, me, when I was absolutely serious about marriage, and I knew I'm at 40. So I need to get married. Why? Because if I have a kid, by the time the kid is 20, I'll be 60. And most probably the kid will not have a stable career. Maybe we'll need another 5 more years. So when the kid is 25, I'll be 65. So I can still support a little bit here and there. And by the time the kid reaches 30, I'll be 70. So healthy age gap. Okay. And I will also have a buffer. This is provided I live that long. Okay. But now if I were to, I'll take my own time. I'll get married at 50. I'll get married at 60. Like Al Pacino, he's what, 80, 90? Yeah. So if you're going to marry when you're 50, so by the time the kid finishes college, you'll be what, 70? Do you think you'll be working at the age of 70? Do you seriously think so? Do you think you'll be alive? People are dying literally at 50, man. So you need to time all this. You need to have a plan. You can't just, I'll get married when I'm 80, 90. Huh. So, you need to know first is why. Why do you want to get married? Do you want to get married because your age is catching up, like this female, she's literally in her 40s? Or do you want to get married because you're just tired of empty relationship, which I was. I was kind of fed up of having these girlfriends, and I just wanted to focus on my career, just wanted to focus on family, and that's about it. No going out, no meeting friends, no this, no that, no socializing, no traveling. I reached that point where all this is pointless. I just stay at home. It's okay. But now, if your why is this, can you find a person who has the same value systems? Do you know how impossibly hard it would be to find, let's say you're getting married because you're getting old. Do you think it's easy to find a female who, would want to get married to you because of the same values? Now, obviously, if you're getting married because you're getting old, do you want to marry an old female? No, you'll say, I want to marry a young female, because a guy wants to marry someone who's young. But now, a young female, do you think she thinks, oh, age is catching up, I need to marry? No, a young female thinks, I have the whole life ahead of me. So it becomes impossibly hard. And then when you go for a young female who is brainwashed by social media, she will think, I'm, the feminist movement. She'll think of earning big money, big career. She'll think, oh, I'm getting all these guys who are desperate for me, and they tell me that they love me, and they send me messages through all these apps and all that. Why should I marry this old guy? So your why, but their why is different. So matching that becomes very, very hard. So keep in mind that your why versus the other person's why is totally different. The next part is the maturity. Oh, in my group, I have these guys who are searching. They really are desperately searching for a girl to get married. But I'll tell you this much: they don't have the maturity that is required to get married. They just don't have it. Like, when you talk to them about any particular topic, whether it's politics, whether it is females, whether it is sex, they talk like immature idiots. And sometimes, I just think this guy wants to get married. He bloody is so immature, so immature. I sometimes I obviously don't tell them, but I think to myself, I pity the girl who gets married to him, man. He'll fucking destroy her life. Like, you're talking of male chauvinistic pigs. If you think I am, you should hear what these boys or these young men talk to each other. The way they talk about females, the the feelings that they have about sex or what they talk. I really sometimes feel, bloody hell, man, if this guy were to get married to a female, the female's life is going to get destroyed. And the same thing about females. When they talk to me as a coach, they open up the deepest, darkest stuff. And then I begin to think, oh my goodness, she has at least opened up and shared the secrets with me, which if I would know, I wouldn't want to get married to such a female. So what do you do? Do you have the maturity, the mindset to get married? And some of them have, like, they just want the best of all the worlds. They think marriage is this problem solver. They think it'll solve their problem. Loneliness, it'll solve, I'm feeling alone. Oh, I will earn, she will earn. Or some people say, no, I will earn, I'll take care of her. Yeah, what is your bloody salary? How much? Which comes down to the next point, which is money. If you get married, let's say the girl is pregnant and now she is in the hospital, you need to pay money for the hospital. You need to book a room. You need to pay for the nurse. You need to pay for the expense. And if in case she's sick or the baby is needs to go to an ICU, you need to bear the expenses per day. I've sometimes asked these guys, do you have $1,000 per day? For example, something emergency happens, ICU. Some of them don't even have that. Some of them don't even have $100 to spare, who are staying in India and all that, $100 to spare per day if they have to take care of it. They can manage for a week, but after that, what? Then when the kid comes home, the wife comes home, you have to buy Pampers, food. You have to maybe have someone to take care of, maid or someone to take care of other stuff in the house. How will you manage, man? And then you have to go to work on top of that. And then you have to come and take care of her, and she can't go to work. So you'll be one man. You have to take care of your expense. Now you have a partner, you have to take care of her expense. And now you have a baby, you have to take care of the baby. And then you have to provide for them, and you have to provide for the future. And then if you have your parents, you have to take care of them. And if she has a parent, she has to also support them. So she'll ask you money. So do you have the money? Do you have the finance? Money plays a very important role. That's I've said to so many people. If you don't have the money, you're getting married. What the fuck are you going to do, man? And on top of that, there are, especially in the Middle East, there are so many people who husband is working in, for example, husband is working in Saudi, wife is working in Philippines, and the child is somewhere else. with the grandparents, or husband is working in Dubai, wife is working maybe in UK, as a contractual worker, as a nurse or something, and the kid is somewhere in India. Is that the married life that you wish to have? Your child is given the values, is been given upbringing by your grandma or your maid or somebody else. In fact, forget that. There are people who are working in the city where husband is working, wife is working, and the kid is being taken care of by a servant. Do you know what goes on? We have seen some horrific videos of the abused children go through, right? Because it's not their kid. That's why they put cameras. And if you see some of them, it's horrific. So what do? And you need money to survive, right? And remember this, school fees are not cheap. Transportation for the kid is not cheap. Co-curricular activities for the kid is not cheap. Education for the kid is not cheap. Taking care of basic health, this thing is not cheap. Even food, clothing, shelter, all the basic expense. So do you have the money? Or are you going to live a life borrowing money? Then I think the next point comes down to who is ready to sacrifice what? Who? Will the guy sacrifice his career or the girl? Will the guy sacrifice money and how much? Or the girl? Freedom. Do you know that quite a number of females, if they are asked to sacrifice their career, they will say, why I should sacrifice? Why can't it be like win-win? The expectations have gone up. And if the female is going to be a housewife, and let's say, okay, she sacrifices her career for you, what if tomorrow, here, actual question, what if tomorrow the guy turns around and betrays her? This has happened. I had a client who, after nearly 20 years of giving up her career for the husband, for the children, the guy has dumped her. And now she has to fend for herself, take care of herself. She literally sobbed and cried and told me, Loy, what do I do? Where do I go? When I was in my 20s, okay, I could manage. But I'm in my 50s. Where will I get a job? How much will I earn? Who will take care of me? Reality of life, right? There's no guarantee for the future. In fact, even your own children will not take care of you. So what do? So who makes the sacrifice and why should they make? Which comes down to point number 12 is today divorce rates have soared, where divorce is very, very ugly. It's not just the money. Like, Jeff Bezos' wife took billions of dollars and now she's giving to charity and they're saying, wow, such an incredible human being. Yeah, it's not your bloody money. It's Jeff Bezos' money. Most of the females in the West, especially, they forcefully try to get the guy, to get them pregnant. So then they can have monthly, payments guaranteed to them. And I also found out in Muslim marriages, the guy has to keep supporting the female even after they get divorced. So because of the fear of divorce, many of them don't want to get married. And for a female, if a female gets divorced, yeah, you can say, I'll keep working and all that. But there is a certain taboo that the female has to undergo, right? And then, like so many marriages where after they get divorced, the female has to take care of the child. Maybe the guy will not support at all. And so then people are asking them, why should I get married here? And last, if not the least, I think the final point is, this is where you could say, I myself am the devil who is adding to this problem, the me, my, I culture, that is personal branding. Today, there's so much of emphasis on me, my, I, which is necessary for the competitive world. You have to be selfish, you have to be self-centered, you have to be focused on yourself, you can't focus on the world. But that in turn has an ugly side. You just want to protect your own ass. You don't give a rat's ass about the partner. And I'll tell you, the reason why so many of my clients have divorced is because the wife wants to focus on me, my, I. The husband wants to focus on me, my, I. Both if they're getting the same salary, both of them if they are the same age, they'll ask, why the hell I should sacrifice? You sacrifice. They actually argue. Why should I pay for your mother and father's expense? You pay from your salary. Why? Electricity bill will divide it half. Water, education half. So it becomes less about us as a family and becomes two separate individuals with two separate bank accounts, with two separate dreams, aspirations. You can have Ben Shapiro, Candace Owens, Matt Walsh, all these people, Christian preachers, and who will give you all the big yarn and wisdom. You have to get married, have a family. Who will deal with these complications? And if people don't have the maturity, they don't have the understanding what the government is going to uh, pay for the expense. And if one of the partners is not interested in giving the same amount of dedication, energy, effort, heart into taking care of the marriage or the child, then are you ready to sacrifice? So when you have all these problems, no, it makes marriage very, very complicated, very difficult. And that is why, today marriage, it's becoming very tough here. Very, very tough, very tough. And that is why I can understand why when my clients speak to me and tell me, I just don't know what to do, and I understand. And that is why every client, different solution, different strategies, I put it out like a reality, this thing. See, given your personality, given my understanding of you, there's a ABCD, this is what you need to do. You're ready to do this, you'll get a partner. Otherwise, if you're not willing to change, no way. Because remember, it is possible. It is possible to get a partner. But unless you are willing to change everything from your expectations to your strategy to yourself. When I was 20, I was a playboy. I wanted hot, sexy girls. I wanted sex. I wanted fun. I wanted the best of all the worlds. Today, at 46, I am so extremely different from what I am. Literally 95% I've changed, or 90% you could say. Or let's say 80-20, okay? The 20% is my brand, my work, my this thing. Almost 80% I've changed everything else. That's why today I'm married. I have a family, settled down. But if I would be like the same guy, impossible. And even my wife, she lowered her expectations, she lowered her demands, she lowered her dreams, this thing, and she makes plenty of sacrifice. We both do in our own unique ways. Only then it's possible. And yes, I have to make certain sacrifices, she has to make. And unless we have a clear understanding of our roles, I am the CEO, I'm the boss, you follow instructions. You're younger than me, you listen to what I have to say. I earn, I'll take care of you. You follow what I want. Otherwise, it's not possible. Both are like CEOs, both have equal, if you have equal, no, bloody mess. And with our nuances, temptations, expectations, it becomes a headache to come home. It becomes more fun to sit and work and have fun rather than come home. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below, good, bad, ugly. You feel I'm right, you feel I'm wrong, and do you have other points to add? I would love to read what you have to say. Having said that, this is me signing off. You guys take care.